Yo, yo, how we doing?
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Let me get my camera turned on here. Man, good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Welcome to VIP After Hours. I'm joined by a slew of people.
A
Got my,
slew.
well, when I say a slew, I mean like one other person, Nate, maybe. Josh, say hey to everybody.
What's going on, folks? How we doing today?
If you're new to this show or this channel, what we do is we do a weekly kind of a VIP happy hour type of scenario where we just talk about our trades. We talk about what
Mhm.
worked, what didn't work, news events, economic stuff, how we personally traded, how our algorithms traded. We run a slew of different automations and algorithms. So we literally just go through what was our gig this week. So I'll start it off this week as far as like personal trading. I had a good week. Um, I think it was just one quote unquote losing day, which really wasn't. There was one losing session. I do morning and typically an evening session. I had a losing morning session, which on the evening session I made up for that. So pretty good week up on the accounts overall. This would be the third or fourth week total. It's been up positive, type of a gig. So
Mhm.
on that side of it, did really, really good. On the automation side, rough day, I think it was yesterday,
Mhm.
but was still able to, recover some of that, still up overall. So I'm a happy man. With the crap today and all of that. I think I'm good, man. How about you?
Yeah, I mean it's been a really fun week. A lot of my focus in the mornings, anyways. My typical trading time was with our challenge folks, so a little more relaxed than I normally am with my personal trading. But I did make an oopsie yesterday,
What?
so I know it. In the midst of me calling people out all week, telling them stick to the rules, do your post trade checklist, everything like that, I went off and didn't do mine. So I ended up leaving a contract open that cost quite a bit. So mistakes
Woo,
happen. It's
buddy.
something that you want to eliminate on the occasion. It is going to happen. Hopefully not very often, but another learning lesson for me. Opportunity to double down on my discipline and make sure that I'm improving next week.
Well, I mean, I won't speak for everybody, but like I've never had a mistake. I've never made a mistake. I've never had a mistake. In fact, the fact that you've made a mistake is just sickening to me,
I know
bro.
it. I know it.
Dude, I've done that so many times. So
Hmm.
many times. It's actually one of the things that and you alluded to it, one of the things we teach is, have a checklist, have
Hmm.
an exit, an entry checklist. I'm getting into the trade. What do I need?
Hmm.
Stop loss, take profit, getting out of the trade, exit out of blank, blank, and blank. It's really easy to forget, especially if do you have a win before that? Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Especially if a win, the emotions are high. Like, hey,
Yep.
I had a winning trade. This is phenomenal. And then I forget to do blank, and then
Hmm.
not winning trade.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, that kind of thing's gonna happen. What annoyed me more in hindsight was not accepting that, shit happens, and rather than just taking the loss, moving on to the next day, mentally I let it get to me. Mentally I decided I'm going to trade out of this rather than, just accepting it for what it was, a mistake, a learning experience, and moving on. So yesterday it did work out. I did make a little bit of it back, but I know for a fact it's not something I should have been doing. I shouldn't have taken those extra trades. It was a bad habit type of thing to try and trade out of a situation, and
How dare you?
another slap on the back of the wrist, man.
How dare you? So you're telling me even like people that have been trading for a while make mistakes? That's crazy. Again, I just don't do that, Josh.
I know.
I never make mistakes.
I know. I just
No,
showed me
so
I haven't arrived yet, which I'm okay with. I've got more to learn and more to improve
yeah,
upon, which is exciting because even at this point, still stay pretty profitable with trading, and I'm not a master yet. I've got room to grow. There's a lot more opportunity to capture.
Not a master, but you've accomplished a lot, dude. And like you've proven time and time and time again that what we have in black and white, if followed,
Hmm.
will produce a very, very great result time and time and time again. You made a
Without a doubt.
mistake. You made a mistake. Everyone makes a mistake, but that mistake falls outside of that black and white,
Oh yeah.
and that's where we see the stuff.
Yep.
So I do the same thing, and like I think a big part of that was you kind of alluded to it, like, hey, I'm capable of trading myself out of a bad situation,
Hmm.
but it's 50-50, dude, because like that bad situation could have gone from bad to like
Worse. Very fast.
devastating or bad to like better. It's 50-50.
Hmm. Get even or get broke is a bad mindset.
So if you would have like, and I haven't looked at the accounts, I don't know this, but like, let's say that you lost a grand and you had to like trade yourself out of it and you made a grand, that actual win of making the grand would be actually worse than the actual loss.
Without a
Because,
doubt.
because like you would have been trading something. We trade a program called EAT. There's no way that that was an EAT trade.
Mm-mm.
So you would have been doing non-EAT things to get yourself out of a EAT mistake after you'd already won the EAT trade. The
Yeah.
point is like when we start to psychologically win, we're getting dopamine and like serotonin and like all of that stuff, and we're like, dude, this is awesome. Like I just like I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and I won this
Yeah.
trade or won this sequence of trades. That's a negative
Hmm.
because we're positively reinforcing negative habits or negative
Bad
action.
habits, man.
Yeah, dude, how dude, how often do we see that when we work with people?
Newer traders, it happens weekly. And honestly, I'm not sure if there's really a way to get people to bypass that because as much as we preach it, it happens. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think one of the main things, one of our main goals here is shortening the learning curve for the people coming behind us. But even in everything that we put out there, people still have to listen to it. People still have to have that discipline to stick to those rules. And typically, they're going to break them every now and then, especially in that first week getting into trading.
Well, it's like why are you guys a good mentor? Why are you guys good
Hmm.
mentors? Well, we've made all the mistakes already.
Hmm.
We've taken like the jabs to the face and the kick to the nuts already in hopes of avoiding some sort of pain avoidance for you,
Hmm.
but yet you're still like, I don't know if I believe you, Jordan. Like I want to take a kick to the nuts. And I'm like, it hurts, man. Like you're gonna throw up. Like it's not gonna
Yeah.
feel good. Yeah, but like I just want to make sure. I'm telling you, dude, like
Mhm.
have your stop loss. Yeah, but I just want to see how it's gonna feel.
Oh yeah.
And they get kicked in the in between the legs. Boy, I shouldn't say nuts, boy or girl, whatever it is. Like that didn't feel good. Well, tried to tell you a little bit, but whatever.
Dude, perfect example of that this morning. One of our 5 day
Yeah.
challenge members. You see that post in there in our
Yeah.
Discord?
Yeah, the well, I mean, which one? There's a
So in
100,000.
our in
But yeah,
our in our 5 day challenge chat, we have a channel specifically for newer traders that are learning this strategy, working with us day in and day out. Um, love this guy to death. He's been showing up. He's been putting in the work. He's been asking questions. But this morning, he went against advice. Me and Jordan specifically said, today's a day, massive red folder news. Let's not trade. Let's just have some fun. Open your paper account, stick to your rules. But, it's unlikely that today's going to perform within the guidelines that we want. So let's not
yeah.
risk real money. He hopped in, took a pretty big L, and posted about it, which props to him because most people try and hide from those losses, the blown accounts.
It's like there's this weird like juju about like, oh, like I don't want anyone to know. We've all
Mm.
done it. we've all been there. We've all experienced that, and like there's like this element of shame that we have as like traders and or like business owners, and it's like, dude, we've all done it, you know. So it's not that no, it every one of us will do it because it's against human nature not to do it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So yeah, man. So we just finished we just worked with a group of quite a few people this week for 5 days straight, Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
How'd it go, man? Like we had
What's cracking?
news team assemble.
Sorry, I'm a little late to the party.
You're fired.
Good, you're fired.
No, this week actually went really, really good. We had a couple of newer traders to us, anyways. They've maybe been in the markets for a little while, but newer traders to our community, to our strategy, hop in, and I think we had 3 or 4 people pass props their, first 5 days with us. So that was really exciting to
Yeah.
see, for new members here. And outside of that, we had some very, very green traders kind of get to peek behind the glass and see that trading maybe isn't as hard or complicated as it seems from the outside looking in.
I know of just in my personal network like 5 or 6 people that they're like, I've never traded before. I don't know what a candle is, other than like the kind you light. You know, if you had a bad bathroom experience, other than that type of candle, I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah.
know what a chart is. I don't know what a tick or a pip or a point is. And they jumped in, and literally for the first time ever trading, they started taking profitable trades, and they were up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, which is really cool. Nate, we missed you, man. Like, how was the week on your end? Good week on your end?
It's I've been a little bit busy on the personal side, and
With the
so
bird? With the bird?
oh, I so
Hold
we had
on,
a
hold
bird in
on.
our office yesterday.
Birds and break-ins.
First of all,
Tell the story.
first off, my name from now on, I don't know. I'm coming up with a couple different options. Uh, Bird Hunter Nate, uh, Crocodile Hunter, Danger Nate, whatever.
Danger Nate.
Danger Nate Wilderness, something like
Who's
that.
calling you these things?
Did you
That's what I
catch it
want to
with
be called.
did you catch it with like your hand? Like it was like flying, you were like
No, I actually
Use
I
my
tried to
chipping net,
use
didn't you?
I tried to use the chipping net because you saw it over there. I tried to do that where it was flying and I tried to throw it. So there was a bird got into our office yesterday like a little sparrow. And the way that it turns out is because it was just trying to get out all day, it just wore itself out. And so I basically just cornered it and just reached down and snatched it. And I put it outside. And I licked
I
my
wanna
hands with
reach out
victory.
and grab you.
Um, and yeah, when I drove away, he was still sitting there in front of the door. I think he wanted back in. He was like, "Dang, this place is sick."
Nice and warm in there.
It's like
Yeah,
I got friends in there. They got food. They got beer. Like
yeah.
they got
Little
like
Miller Lite for
pretty
the bird.
okay. Yeah. So yeah, you had stuff going on this week.
But it's been a light week. It's CPI week, so
Yeah.
there was like one day I think I did, like 2K, and then I think I lost 2 days, and then today, with CPI, I'm surprised. Honestly, it's kind of just been a nothing burger. Like we bumped up, and obviously we're back in all-time highs, but the numbers were bad. Um,
Yeah.
for CPI today, they weren't good. So,
I don't know
we
about
might come
you.
into next week. This might be the pump before the drop next week. I don't know, but
We no, bro. We decided not to trade today. At least like at 8 a.m.
yeah,
So if you guys don't know, EAT stands for 8 a.m. trade. So we didn't trade at 8. Came into 8:30, and we're like, we're just not trading today. So we're gonna do paper account, millionaire status, all fun.
100 contracts.
Bro, I did like 50, and it was so funny
That's
because
it.
if you guys looked at NASDAQ today, I had my take profit like 200 ticks, and then my stop loss at like 200 or 300 ticks. And like the first, Nate, you see it the first like second, it
Yeah.
went to take
Yep.
profit, and then it shot up. In trading view, which is not a trading platform. For the love of God, people, it's a charting platform. TradingView ignored my take profit and my stop loss. So it was like,
Yeah.
you're down 50 grand. And then like the weird thing is that somehow it reverted back to you're up 8 grand. And I'm like,
Mhm.
how? You didn't take my profit. Now so I shorted it. I was like, hey, we're gonna go to VWAP. I shorted it. It didn't take that. And then when I was up like it was like over 800 ticks above where I had gotten out. Instead, I was in 8 grand worth of profit. I was like, I don't get it, man. Like, you're telling me if I lose a trade, I win a trade? Because if that's the case, then I would be like super wealthy.
Yeah. I traded 100 minis through it. It was great.
Made $1 million. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, the day before CPI is one of the hardest days to trade. So like yesterday was difficult. And then today being CPI day, honestly, I was kind of excited for today, but I think it's been kind of a nothing burger. It's been kind of a disappointment, honestly.
I made some decent money. So I didn't trade any sort of real account or prop account during that, obviously. And then like 10, 11, 12, I got a couple really nice bounces off like some different EMAs because like we're still headed up, right? Like we're still painting new all-time highs, especially a couple minutes back, or like 20 minutes back.
Yeah, there were
So I got a
some nice
couple.
bounces off some lows.
Yeah, like there was some opportunity, but like during that, there's a reason why we don't trade the news. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially we're just holding the range of this CPI candle, but I'm kind of surprised that we didn't take kind of a downturn with how bad the numbers were, but
I thought we would have.
yeah, like because we saw this over the I think last CPI or a CPI ago, where basically, and if the news is bad, I would assume most of the time that the market's going to shoot up before it then shoots down, right? It's going to shoot up to trap buyers, and then it's going to shoot back down with selling pressure. And so that's kind of what I was looking for this morning with this push up, and we kind of made a couple of attempts, but apparently there was a lot of buy volume in there, which it doesn't make sense, but the market doesn't have to make sense. But again, it'll be interesting to see what happens next week with if this is the setup that is trapping buyers to the upside before we pull down.
Well, keep in mind, everybody, that like we are coming into the end of the year. Institutions do not trade from like the 15th of December through like January 15th. There's a 30-day gap between
time.
Turks and Caicos.
Dude, yes, that. Yes, wherever you are on everyone else's screen. Yes, that. It is literally the time to like get out, reflect, like take a couple weeks off, like whatever it might be. But we're coming into that. Now you're gonna see what picks up. Let's see if Josh knows. Crazy old Josh. Josh, what picks up in like November, December?
Hell, Ricky, I don't know.
Nate, what picks up in think of stocks. Nate, what's gonna pick up in November, December?
November, December. I mean, it's
Amazon.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like e-commerce time, so like every e-com company is going to blow up.
Yeah, so we have that kind of playing against the institutions coming out. So you're gonna see like stuff like Amazon, like those types of companies, like in like NAS 100 and like the S&P 500. Like it's gonna be a really weird time, is my point. Technically it's gonna be a good like Christmas sales type of a environment without the institution volume. So things are gonna be a bit wonky, people. It's gonna be a little bit bojangled.
Real wonky like.
Yeah. But roughly January 15th and on, like we kind of start to get that we're going to start printing for the new 2026, which is fun. Last year was my first December, January trades. I traded before then, but that was my first December, January. It was just rough, dude. You can still make money, but my God, it's rough.
It's just very trappy, back and forth. Like there's not, a ton of market movement. Kind of like yesterday, where we're not having super directional moves. It's just you kind of just have to take profits when you take profits, or see profit, take profit. It's kind of how it is.
Well, I think yesterday was Josh. I might be confusing my days, but like, wasn't that the one losing day we had was yesterday?
Yep.
So a couple. I mean, it ranged. It fake, and then it did its thing. So we kind of lost out on that. Nate, talk to us a little bit. We got some exciting news this week. 2 days ago about something called tap. Now this is
Tap.
Just tap it in.
that's not tap.
Tap
Like, what
it in.
is
Oh,
tap?
that's tap.
No, this is bottled.
This
my
ain't
friend.
tap.
No, that's canned.
Natural light.
Not canned, not bottled. Tap. What is
On tap, baby. We need to get a tap. We need to get a tap in the bar here.
Dude, don't tempt me.
You think?
Don't tempt me. Yeah, so we kind of started the initial setup for TAP, which starts next week, and TAP is a program that is application only. It is not something that's open just to join. You have to submit an application, and we have to review that application. And I would say, I don't know, maybe 1 to 2% of applications get in, and it's not because we don't want everybody in there, but because it's something that is advanced. It's kind of that taking you from a moderate good trader to, you're basically an excelled trader who's focused on accountability, on actually building a business. If you don't know how to set up a chart or set up a prop, TAP isn't for you yet. So the idea, I think, is it's that next level up. It's kind of combining aspects of what live trading arena was, where we were live trading, but really adding in that accountability aspect, because that's something I think we were missing from LTA, and I think that's what TAP is going to be. So I put out kind of the initial messages of setup and how things are going to work yesterday, and getting everybody set up on TradeZella today. And so just so everybody is aware, like, this is it's meant to be kind of a smaller community because it is very tight knit in terms of accountability, meaning, there will be wins that everybody knows, and there will be losses everybody knows. Everything will be quote unquote tracked. All right. Think of
Public.
it like, you almost have a dedicated risk manager in a sense that's keeping you from doing stupid things. That's what TAP is. And so I think it's going to be awesome. I literally can't wait to start next week.
It's like reverse psychology. Like, a lot of these gigs and a lot of these guys, like Nate, some of the guys we follow, they're like, I have 5,000 students. Well, we want 5.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not trying to get a lot of people into this program. We're trying to get the right people. And then I'll be honest with you guys, like, we're trying to kind of make an example out of them. Like, this is what it would look like if you were to advance through what we do and how we teach it, and like our methodology, our insight, our experiences in the market the last couple of years. Like, this is what it would look like, and kind of put those people on a pedestal. Say, hey, this is an example of somebody doing what we've instructed them to do.
Yeah,
I think we have 5, Josh. Like 5, maybe 6 people. And they're I think they're really the correct people to be in this program right now. Should be something that we're kind of striving to.
Yeah, it's going to be something where what I like, like that example, like the guy who has 5,000 people, whatever. It's like, he doesn't know who in there is winning or who's losing. That person doesn't know anything. It's like, great, you have a big community, but this is about really building a trading business, something that you can create accountability with. And so, yeah, we kind of determined that it's always going to be probably pretty small.
I think every person that's in TAP right now, we've met face to face. They've been in our office. They've traded live with us.
I mean, kind of.
Not.
Yeah,
there's one person that hasn't been here, and they have
Kirby skips out every time.
Because there's 2 people that haven't.
Kirby's been here before, though, hasn't he?
No, out of the 2 people that haven't been here, one of them has a legitimate excuse. There's a physical disability. Kirby, you got to be here, bro.
Come on.
Yeah,
Come on,
Kirby
Kirby.
skips out on me every time.
I won't believe that you really want to win until you come into the office, man. Move to Canton.
If you don't move here, are you even serious? Well, guys, we've been rolling for about 25 minutes. Let's kind of share. We normally share like what we're excited about. Um, we dude, we always have so much, which is I think is a cool sign of our company. Like we're always expanding and growing and like trying to better ourselves and trying to better our community. So I'm excited for obviously first and foremost, TAP starts on Monday with Nate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nate is like the lead of that program. Um, Josh, we had a handful of people that are continuing in our EAT program.
Yep.
That I'm excited about that. And then we've got a couple like secret projects that are like coming to fruition, which has been cool. I think
Secret
we
tunnel.
actually had a couple people that actually to be fair, didn't even know really what it was. They were like, "Yeah, we're in. We're committed to growth. We're committed to moving forward. We're like, we don't have all the details. They're like, don't worry about that. Details, like whatever, bro. Details for the birds that Nate kicked out.
I'll
What
snatch you
else?
up.
What else are you guys excited for? Like another trading week? Like what is it for you
I
guys?
mean, for me, I think it's obviously tap because I think people are going to get a vision in what real life risk management looks like, and
Mm,
in my opinion, what tap is meant to be, what you don't see with a lot of these professional traders is most of them are trading with other people.
yeah.
They're not trading by themselves. It's like you look at some of the biggest traders on YouTube, you see them, but they're trading with a group of people, and I think that's for a reason. One, because trading alone is boring, but at the same time, it's you're able to keep each other accountable, right? And so, the goal I think is amongst Tap is to get kind of make it that scenario where that's why in my first message I called it the upper room because we're
Yeah.
kind of all in a room together. It's not going to be me talking at you anymore. It's going to be us talking together. And I think that's what I'm most
There's a whole
excited about.
biblical reference there too.
That's right.
Like there was like an elite, like it was a place of like gathering to like share that communion and camaraderie together, which is like really important, you know. So I think that's really. I'll tell you this, like from like I did not trade as much as I have been previously from Tap. Coming into Tap, I'm trading way more, and like Nate, I'm telling you, man, like the accountability is so much higher because I have 50 people watching me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you don't it's that like
Talking about eat.
yeah, it's that accountability where like somebody watching me like when we're doing the eat calls, like these are the rules, and nobody wants to like break the rules, especially like the person leading the call. So it's like it's helping my trading. Like I'm making more money. I'm like passing more shit. Like it's a cool gig. So I'm excited about that for the Tap people for sure. Josh,
Without
how
a
about you?
doubt. Mainly folks I've been working with this last week in the 5 day challenge. Like you said, we've got a handful of people that have decided they're, ready to commit. They're going to be working hands on with us for a while, hopefully. We've been building a lot in 1 week's time, so just really excited to see what happens over the next month, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Because we're still just, phase one. We're still in generate right now. We still have two other phases to get to, and that's where legacy happens. I think these guys have a real shot at it if they, stick to the rules, stay disciplined.
100%. So yeah. Anything else, guys? I mean, like I Fridays are are crazy because we've been trading all week. We're all like kind of wiped out, but I am so excited for people that are making a decision that they want to make a better future for themselves. Like I'm fired up about it. But unless you guys have anything else, like I feel like we're kind of there.
I think we're there, man.
With the cool. If you haven't done so, make sure you guys subscribe. It's crazy to me how many people follow us but don't subscribe. Subscribe. Leave a comment if you haven't before. If you're not in our Discord, we do a lot of stuff for free. There should be a link in our main bio, and we also have a link for the free 5-day EAT challenge. Our next one starts. It's like the 2nd or something like that.
November 2nd.
Josh knows. November 2nd. Come trade with us for a week. I literally, it's called a challenge because I literally challenge you to come trade with us for a week. Just see what happens. It's free. You don't like it, then whatever. Like, so far, everyone's liked it. I challenge you. Show me you're a man and show up to the 5-day. But that's all I got. Nate, Josh, you're 2,900 feet away from me. I'll see you in a minute.